Alright, so we can continue on with the second lesson, advanced abbreviation. So first off, maybe you saw a little preview when I write something. You can see the preview just below it. So it's really easy to toggle on. You just have to press Ctrl space and it will toggle it. Once it's toggled on, it will just stay for whatever shortcuts you are using. Okay? So it's kind of useful if you want to use it, but you are not forced to. Okay? You can do whatever you want. All right. So we are going to discover some abbreviations that are a little more complex. Then we'll put them together to run shortcuts that create a lot of content in one command. For example, the first one, kind of easy, create same level elements with the plus symbol. So for example, you can just copy it, h1 with some content, plus, so at the same level, a paragraph with some content. Okay? And you can just chain as many elements as you want. Okay? So yeah, whoops. Just like that. All right. Then create nested element with the chevron or the greater than symbol. So for example, right there, we create a section with the class container that will contain an h2. We create one nesting. Interesting. Then go one level up with the circumflex accent or also the caret, just like that. Okay, caret. So for example, just like that. So we create a section with a class container. Inside it, I want to create an h2. Then I want to go one level up with the caret and I will create the section contact. Just like that. Very, very useful. You can also go multiple level up if you want to. So here we are going to create multiple nestings and then we go 3 levels up. Alright, so it's not very straightforward to understand, but if you present it that way, you can see the nesting and then you go 3 levels up and you create the section. Very useful too. Okay, then we can create groups of elements with the parentheses. So group make certain massive shortcuts more readable. They can also allow you to multiply a group of elements. So it's just for, well, readability sake. So basically here, I will just copy it, paste it there. I create a main, one nesting with some elements. So since there is also a nesting here and some elements, I can wrap it with the parentheses. Plus, so at the same level, I will create another group of elements. So you just have to press Tab or Enter and you can clearly see those groups here. So it's not mandatory and I will show it to you right there, that you can write it in two different ways. But, well, usually it's more readable. So I advise you to use it. And the second one, so it's just to show you another example. We can also multiply the group, which is, well, very useful. Just like that. Well, again, it's not very readable, but I guess that if I just press Alt, click, well, it's better like that. It's not perfect, still not perfect. Okay, just like that. All right. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about those differences. I mean, here are two shortcuts producing the same result, but the first one uses parentheses and the second one uses caret or circumflex accent. So you see that, well, if you try to read this one, I mean, for me personally, I find it easier to read. Okay, so there is one nesting, one group, and at the same level, another group. This one, the second one, does exactly the same. If I want to expand them, you see that it's the same. But if I start to read this one, I see one nesting here and then another one, and then I need to go one level up, and there another nesting. It's a bit less. It's a bit more complicated to read, in my opinion. You can clearly choose whatever you want to use. And same for this one. Those two shortcuts produce also the same result. So here you do have one group, and here there's no group. Okay, so UL, LI times 6 with some element inside it. So again, I find this one more easier to read definitely. But if you want to try them, you'll see that it will produce exactly the same. Okay, so it's up to you. It's up to you. What do you want to use? But those parentheses can group elements and can group some shortcuts, and it can get easier to read, more readable. All right, that's it. See you in the next